They had the best streetcars. Then they lit a match and burned it all for freeways and fumes. Now they're spending $9.5 billion digging through the damage. Is it redemption or just regret on rails? The ghosts of LA's past are knocking deep underground, and what they're building might just blow your mind. Los Angeles in the early 1900s. Imagine a city humming with life, connected with these amazing red cars, zipping across more than 1,000 miles. Downtown LA chatting with Long Beach and San Bernardino was a real web of wonder, wasn't it? But then a twist in the tale. The roaring 40s arrived and suddenly everyone fell head over heels for cars. Did you know that whispers say that big car makers and oil giants might have played a sneaky game? They say they pushed to make those lovely streetcars disappear. But in the 1950s, poof, gone! Replaced by roads and the idea that cars were the only way. Strange, right? Then came the subway dream, decades later. But oh boy, what a bumpy ride! Bang, explosions, nasty methane surprises. People saying no to money for it. Fancy folks worried about trains under their homes. A proper puzzle, wasn't it? And here we are now digging deep again, hoping for a new subway. Will it finally work? History's given us a bit of a side-eye, doesn't it? What do you think will happen this time? Hold on, forget the old stories for a moment. Right now, something amazing is happening under the busiest streets in LA. Wilshire Boulevard. Imagine a secret world being built 9 miles long. They say it will make the journey from downtown to Westwood a blink of an eye in just 25 minutes. No more car parks disguised as traffic jams. They're doing this in 3 super cool stages. First, connecting Miracle Mile to Koreatown. Yep, this year. Then it's Beverly Hills to Century City. And finally, Westwood, UCLA, and VA join the ride. Sounds like magic, right? But here is where it gets wild. The ground is oozing secrets. Methane bubbles, sticky goo, even ancient bones. Some say we shouldn't be digging at all. You think they're right? Hit the subscribe if you think this is genius, or drop a comment if you think it's a disaster waiting to happen. And get this, they have giant robot worms munching through the earth day and night. These metal monsters cost a fortune, and one even has a name, Elise. Can you believe it? Naming a machine like a friend? Will this digging and dreaming turn into something wonderful or a super expensive oops? What do you think? Will Elise and her friends succeed? It's a nail-biting adventure happening right now. Now, hold on. LA's digging deep, but are they peeking at other cities' homework, or are they about to write their own messy notes? Let's sneak a peek around the world, shall we? Let's see what secrets these big underground systems hold. LA's secrets could learn or totally ignore. First stop, the New York City subway. A legend in its own right. So grand, so iconic. But shh, it's also a bit of a chaotic mess, isn't it? Imagine stations dripping like leaky faucets, trains playing hide-and-seek with schedules, and some lines that whisk you straight back to the groovy 70s. A time capsule, maybe. People still hop on, though, because, well, what else are they gonna do? So, LA, listen up closely. Building something shiny isn't just a start. You gotta keep it sparkling. If that new subway turns into a dusty, unreliable monster, guess what? Everyone will zoom back to their cars, and all that digging will be for nothing but a very expensive hole in the ground. Spooky thought, right? Now let's peek at the London Underground. The granddaddy of all subways. It goes everywhere, which is super cool. But here is a funny thing. No air conditioning. Can you imagine riding under a city in the summer heat, feeling like you're in a giant sweaty teacup, and it's a bit squishy and costs a pretty penny too? Now LA, this is no brainer. You're in sunny California. AC is not a luxury, it's a must. Think cool breezes underground, not a sauna, and make it comfy for everyone, okay? Talking about everyone, let's talk about Paris. Ooh la la. Their subway stations are like little art galleries, so pretty. And it's like a spider web, reaching everywhere. But a big problem. Try getting around if you use a wheelchair. Stairs everywhere, and elevators, they seem to take permanent vacations. How unfair is that? LA, a subway for everyone. No one should feel like they're climbing Mount Everest just to catch a train. Smooth paths, easy access. That's the ticket. Now, let's zoom over to Tokyo. Their metro, it's like a perfectly tuned watch. Super clean, always on time, everything just works. Amazing, right? But hold on, there is a catch. It gets packed. Imagine being squished like a sardine in a can. And if you're new, good luck finding your way through the jungle of signs. LA, keep it simple, okay? No need for a million signs in a zillion languages. Clear directions, smart ways to handle crowds, that's the magic formula. Last stop, Seoul. Their metro is fast, modern, and full of cool tech. But guess what? It's like a giant billboard underground. Ads everywhere you look, and the station, huge. You might need a treasure map to find your train. LA, tech is fun, but don't turn your subway into a noisy, flashing ad land. People want clean spaces, easy signs, and a bit of breathing room, not a constant sales pitch. So, LA, if you're digging big, but the world's subways have whispers of wisdom and shouts of warning. Will you listen closely? Will your shiny new subway be a dream come true or a repeat of someone else's underground oops? The world is watching. What do you think will happen? Let's stir the pot a little, shall we? The fancy D-line extension, that is the $9.5 billion wonder, isn't just about digging, you know? It's also a huge stage for some serious drama, full of twists, turns, and maybe a few cheers. This is LA. After all, even dirt moving turns into a show. Beverly Hills parents in a frenzy because a quiet train might sneak onto their kid's school. We're talking big protests, angry papers filed in court, and claims of, wait for it, emotional damage from train sounds. Apparently, underground whispers can break hearts now. Guess what? The trains are super deep down. But in LA, feelings can be louder than facts. Those lawsuits cause delays, but the tunnel, it's still inching its way onto those fancy homes and gasp, those emotionally fragile teenagers. Then things got sticky. Imagine trying to build a subway next to the La Brea tar pit, like building a sandcastle next to a sleeping dragon. Crews bumped into ancient gooey tar and sneaky pockets of burping methane gas. Oopsie. Everything stopped while folks put on super cool space suits and installed giant safety gadgets. And those old oil wells near the high school. If they hadn't been taken out carefully, boom! Not a fun kind of boom. And now the big question that makes you think, who is this shiny new toy really for? Some say it's for the well-off, pointing to stations popping up in rich areas like Beverly Hills and Westwood. Meanwhile, folks in less wealthy neighborhoods are still waiting for buses that actually show up. So, is LA building a subway for everyone or just for those with deep pockets? What do you think? It's a bit of a cliffhanger, isn't it? Okay, now let's sneak inside this $9.5 billion puzzle box. What treasures and troubles will we find there? First, there's shiny stuff. Imagine Wilshire Boulevard suddenly breathing freely. This subway could be like magic, slicing through those endless car jams. Think of all the grumpy gas-guzzling cars staying home. Good for our planet, right? Plus, getting to cool places like UCLA and big hospitals could become a breeze. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But wait, there is a shadow. $9.5 billion is a mountain of money. What if it grows even bigger? Which, let's be honest, happens. And what if the train gets too crowded? Or if some part of the city are left out? Things could get messy quick. And did we mention the 2028 Olympics are coming? TikTok? Now, the big mysteries. Will Angelenos ditch their beloved cars for this underground adventure? Can they keep it nice and safe down there? And can a city that loves its freeways learn to love trains instead? What do you think will happen? It's a real head-scratcher. LA is standing at a secret doorway. The 2028 Olympics are like a ticking clock, and our planet is whispering for change. Young folks are saying no more to car prisons, craving better ways to move. The subway? It's not just about tunnels, it's about changing what LA is. If it works, it could spark something massive, like the K-line growing and the LAX train arriving. Could LA finally become the world-class city it dreams of? The old red car are just a memory. But if this new digging works out, maybe, just maybe, LA's travel story will definitely have a happy ending. What do you think? Will they find the right track? Should LA really be spending $9.5 billion on a railway when so much else needs fixing? Drop your thoughts below. Like and share if this blew your mind. And if you think that's wild, wait until you hear what Manchester City's doing. Subscribe now.